Could I have I'm still on power authority. Could we have a motion to excuse the absentee?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's carried. Next on the agenda is the public forum. We have Tom Teresi down.
Ellen, I wanted to ask a question at the Board of Education meeting, but I missed the meeting. And tonight, when I look at your agenda, I see that you also speak about the Green Island Union Free School District number 1. So I thought I would ask here, maybe you have some information. Mike, the thing I want to ask is, what happened to the students that left Heatley to attend school at Waterville? Have they blended in real well? Are they doing fine?
I couldn't answer that for you,
Can I
but Chris
comment?
may be able to tell you.
For everything that we've got so far, it's gone really well. I think we did a lot ahead of time to try to get them into that environment and meeting with the advisors and meeting students. I really haven't heard any issues at all. So
I haven't
to
heard
me,
anything
it's-
bad at all.
Yeah, no, I think it's worked out pretty well.
May I make a comment?
Sure.
I thought in as much as they are residents of Green Island, and their parents are residents of Green Island, that either the school district or the administration here would have some sort of an interest in keeping track of them.
Well, that would really be up to the school district to do anything like that, because I'm not privy to the day-to-day operations up there, so.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you want to say something?
Yes. When this decision was made and they did this, they have supports in place over and if I'm incorrect, correct me. They have supports in place at the school, counselors dedicated just to our students to make sure that they are doing well over there. And we did have a fair amount of teachers there as well, so they do have some familiarity there. And much like Chris said, everything I have heard has been very positive, and they're enjoying some of the opportunities that they are getting there.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you, both of you. Next on the agenda is communications. We have a letter.
Yes, dated January 29th. Good afternoon. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the men and women at the Department of Public Works. That was a big storm that blew through on Sunday and Monday. I think you should all be proud of the work you've done to get the roads and public spaces clear. I was out for a walk last night and I noticed how clean the crosswalks were, as well as the areas around any fire hydrants. I'm sure you all take a lot of flack during the winter, so I wanted to tell you how grateful I am for all your efforts. Please share this message with your colleagues and have a great day. Your grateful neighbor, Ian Stedding.
Very good. Order filed. And can we send a copy of that up to the guys, or did they already get it?
I believe
It came from Tony.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's great. Boy, 2 months in a row. Next on the agenda is the approval of minutes from January 20th. Everyone has a copy. Does anyone have any corrections? If not, could I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the police activity report for the month of January 2026. Everyone has a copy. Any comments or questions? If not, could I have a motion to accept the police activity report?
I'll make a motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the fire department report for the month of January 2026. Everyone has a copy? Any questions? Chief's back there. Chief, do you have any comments?
Chugging along.
Could I have a motion to accept the fire department's report?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next on the agenda is the approval of claims. Everyone has a copy. Does anyone have any questions? Maggie answered all my questions today.
I got one tiny little one right on the first page. The firefighter's physical exam. Brannigan was 280 and Delado was 210. Is there a reason? I mean, is he at a different level, or
Yeah.
is that what it is?
When you hit a certain age, you have to take more tests.
They check more things.
Okay, thank you.
Make sure they're still working.
We can't tell you which one's which.
That's HIPAA.
Can I get things checked? I'd like to know how much I'm working.
Any other questions? If not, could I have a motion to pay the bills?
Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the monthly report by the treasurer. Anthony's here, Maggie's here, they're all very happy to answer any questions. Nothing? If not, could I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the monthly report by the monthly report of the Parking Violations Bureau. Everyone has a copy. Any questions? They had a few tickets on snow removal. So. If not, could I have a motion to accept the Parking Violation Bureau report?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. I want to make sure everybody looks at this one sheet of paper that's in here that's from Anthony every month about the interest, because he's doing a wicked job on that. So it's helping us a great deal. Next is consideration of authorizing the mayor to execute the renewal of a memorandum of understanding for 2026 with the following entities: the Green Island Power Authority, City of Cohoes, the City of Troy, the City of Waterville, Green Island Union Free School District Number 1, and the American Legion Post 927. You know, we used to all help one another out all the time, but because of insurance regulations and everything else, it's best if we have these things in place, if there's ever a question about anything. Does anyone have any questions? I'll tell you, there's none of us that could survive if we didn't work with one another. We just couldn't do it. No. Could I have a motion to renew all those memorandums?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of authorizing the mayor to sign the Everbridge 3-year renewal. This is our alert system that's there. And they offered to keep the price the same for 3 years if we did a 3-year thing. So with the way everything's going up, I think that's a good idea. Mag, did you want to comment on that?
No, I mean, yeah, when you lock into a longer term contract, the rate tends to be more competitive, and it's only a slight increase over our last contract rate. So certainly it's well worth it. We use it quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I think it's well worth the.
I really don't remember how we
slight
used to
increase.
get the word out on a lot of things
Otherwise,
before
yeah.
we had this. And it's in minutes.
Yeah.
You can get it out. So if no one has any objection, could I have a motion to renew the contract?
Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of ratifying authorization of the mayor to sign an easement between the Village of Green Island and National Grid for secondary power upgrade at the Saratoga Street Pump Station. Maggie, you want to go?
Sure. So we've been working for quite some time now on upgrading the Saratoga Street Pump Station. It's that small area outside of the fence by Island Plaza. There is 2 sewer pumps there, and they have been failing at a rapid rate. It feels like it's cost us a bunch in overtime because every time they stop working or get clogged, we have to pay. We have to bring somebody in to get them back up and running. Typically, John Heffron. And then when we had a recent CSO DEC inspection, it was kind of brought to light that we needed to do something. So you'll probably have seen over the past 8 months, and there's probably a few more coming, the bills that have been coming in for this project. We're in the final phase of it, and the Power Authority provides the primary power there. But we do need secondary backup power so that the pumps don't shut down in a power outage. So it will require National Grid to move a pole. The current pole is is across the street on the corner where the gun range is, and they'll be moving that pole over. So basically, it's an easement for them to relocate that pole onto Green Island property in the right of way, so that they can provide that service to us. And we had to ratify it because now that we have Grid's attention and they're kind of moving, because it took us almost a year to get to this point, we didn't want to wait. And they wouldn't proceed with the work order if we didn't pay first. So we had to do the easement and pay the fee for the work, which was just under $4,500, which thankfully was not that bad. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. So that's what this is all about. Once that is up and running, the new pumps are more certainly efficient. They're grinder pumps. There's a lot of debris in that area because it's a lot of commercial discharge. And we shouldn't have as many or any problems going forward once everything, and they're up and running now, they're just on primary power. So if the power does go off, we have to put in a NIALERT for potential overflow if the pumps aren't working, so.
And you know what it's like when your toilets won't flush.
So that's the.
How long will it take them to do that?
Once they execute, it should not take more than a work week. It's a pretty,
It'll depend on weather too.
exactly. And Verizon, you'll see Verizon in this easement. Verizon has a line on that current pole, so they'll be transferring that service line over too. So they're named in the easement as well.
Any questions, comments?
So, well, given, you know, the weather holding, once we do this, are they planning on doing it right away, or?
Yeah, so we sent the check out last week, and Tony and John have both been in contact with the project manager on the grid side. So I think once that check clears, we should be on their schedule.
Maggie says, pole, moving the pole over.
Mhm.
I see the existing pole, and then there's two places where new poles. So you bring up two poles to replace the one.
So it should be, yeah, so there's the new pole, yes. So we have, the existing pole would be the corner of the gun range.
Right.
And then the new pole, which is in the right of way, and then where the new pole where the X is not necessarily a pole because that's the middle of the substation, but where the connection will be.
Ah, okay, all right, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? If not, do I have a motion?
Make a motion.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the monthly recap submitted by the GIPA and DPW crews. Everyone has a copy. As I said at the last meeting, they've been busy. So, and I also said I hope Mother Nature decides to get a little bit better, and if she's gonna send snow, do it 9 to 5 and let them get some rest. So, could I have a motion to accept the recap?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's carried. Do we have any other business? Does anything have anything for board forum?
I have one thing, and actually, Chief, do you think it's okay if I mention the event on the 27th? So, and this is just new, we're working on details as early as this morning. The fire department is gonna be hosting a recognition ceremony, we'll call it. They had a cardiac reversal back in November for a gentleman that was at the bowling alley, Butch Rents. Most of you will know him from his times as owner and worker of Purple Pub. So we're gonna host that at the community center on the 27th at 9 a.m. So as soon as all of the details are finalized, I'll be sending out an email to invite you all. But I just wanted to give you a heads up if you wanted to save that date and time. More information to come, but that's what we'll be doing on the 27th.
Any board members have anything for board forum?
I just want to say that the snow removal went very, very well.
Well,
Everybody did a great job on that.
they did. I was out of town and all I got was good comments from people.
Everybody worked well together.
Yep. And we hadn't had practiced it in a long
No,
time.
we
so
haven't.
I did say it went better than our curb-to-curb street cleaning days.
Well,
But that was
Can't win 'em all.
equipment failure, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, that didn't last very long.
I just hope we don't get another snowstorm. I hate seeing
Yeah,
it
really.
get smashed
Even
up.
with the equipment failure, they still moved along well.
Yeah.
So, you know, they took that into account, they just moved right along, like with Willie, when I heard about that, they, said, yeah, okay, fine, I'll fix it and move along.
George Street is always the slowest street to get going, and once it gets going, it moves fast, but once they see those tow trucks taking
Yeah.
cars away,
Yeah.
everybody starts cooperating a little bit better,
George was the toughest street.
so. And just so I didn't feel so guilty, it was freezing where we went on vacation. And Chrissy just kept saying, yeah, but it's warmer there than it is here. She was correct.
We're going to pay good money to get warm.
Yeah.
You're done.
If there's nothing else, our next meeting is going back to Mondays finally. Monday, March 16th, whenever we finish with the prior meetings. Could I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you, everyone.
I'm glad that you raised that.